Hi, this is Chuck, and I've got Arvin Hopcraft with me today. Arvin is the creator of the Easy Self Control program, and today's topic is about it's one of the ones that I hold dearest to me, and maybe you as well. Exercise. You know you need to do it, and yet you just don't seem to be able to pull it off. So I'm going to transition. I'm going to get Arvin over here. Let's see if we can get Arvin on here. Arvin, can you hear me okay?
I can, yes.
So Arvin, help me with exercise. Tell the people we need a solution for getting healthy.
Well, you may be like many other people where the doctor has said to you, get on an exercise program or you may not like what's going to happen to you. And that's very simple. I mean, we can talk about, for lack of being in shape or lack of exercise, heart disease, cancer, we can go on with diseases that can be caused from lack of exercise. So what is your motivation? And if you are desiring this video just may be for you.
My wife is always telling me, get up, go for a walk, do something, and I was joking with you the other day when we were talking about this, and I said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. But the problem that I face with that is not that first step; it's the willingness to commit to the other 999 steps.
Well, this is so true, and I love that story you tell. And the truth is that is why a lot of people crap out, is because they don't have, where you say you take the first step and now you got to do the rest of them. So if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a goal, you can pretty easily lose focus and stop working out. I mean, that is one of the reasons that you could stop. And that is all in how you think about yourself or the program or the new lifestyle that you're looking at. It's how you think about it and how you view yourself.
Yeah. So, but the problem, Marvin, is I'm now 62. And well, no, that's not true. I'm actually 64. My wife probably heard this now. I'm 64, and I have successfully managed to get to 64 and become overweight and not like exercise. How do I undo 64 years of really bad programming?
Well, once again, it's how you think about yourself and how you think about what you're going to do. Now, you have to take into account that when you start a program, first off, have reasonable expectations. So if you think that you're going to work out for a week and you're going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, or you're going to lose 100 pounds in a week, it's not going to happen. So be a little bit realistic with your thoughts about it. And that happens when we retrain our mind. I mean, I don't care whether you've got 164 years behind you of being a certain way. You can change. That's the incredible thing of it. You weren't born with the thoughts that you are overweight or that you can't accomplish something. You had to learn that. And just like you learned it, you can unlearn it and you can learn a new program. And that's really where we get into where hypnosis, meditation, self-hypnosis is the key. That's what I say. It's the key to accomplishing your goals. And as we were talking, it's like you get into your car and you go to start it. Once you turn that key, your car starts.
Yeah. Unless it's like 40 below here in Alberta and it doesn't want to start. But yeah, normally I would expect if I put the key in the ignition, it'll go.
It's going to go, yes. Well, the same with you take a program to retrain your beliefs, and it's really retraining your beliefs. It's taking the limiting beliefs and realizing I don't need those anymore. Maybe at one time in your life you did, and that's why you created them for yourself. Now you don't need them anymore. Now you can move on to something else where you start thinking about the outcome of a good exercise program and how good you're going to feel, and you start living that new life. I mean, the reason that diets don't work is because how many times do you think, gee, I'll be glad and I lose that weight so I can go back to eating pizza again? Well,
every time.
So when you think about an exercise program, say, gee, I'll be glad when I get in good shape so I don't have to do this anymore. Well, you've already set yourself up for failure. And as opposed to thinking, gee, this feels good to work out. I'm really glad I'm doing it. I'm glad that I'm going to enjoy the benefits of this. Now,
Arvin, just to interrupt you though,
mhm,
like on a conscious level, I go, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. Uh, but there's a little guy that's on my shoulder going, no, you don't, no, you don't, no, you don't. Grab that extra piece of pizza. Nobody's going to eat it. It won't be missed. Go for it.
nobody will notice, and I won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Gosh, we'd be in there. I know. When I was like 340 or 350 pounds, believe me, I ate lots of those last pieces of pizza.
I still hear my
But
mom
now,
saying, Charlie, there's a lot of people in other countries that don't have enough food to eat. Go ahead and finish your meal, right?
yes.
And it's still rolling around in my brain. So I want to be a good boy and eat all that food.
Well, and that's where it comes to retraining. And when you mention, in your conscious mind, it's very, very true. Your your conscious mind and your subconscious mind do work together, and your subconscious mind will accept what your conscious mind gives it. So if your conscious mind is saying, no, no, you can't do that, or yes, you can accomplish that. That's how you start programming the subconscious mind. So with meditation and self-hypnosis, we bypass the conscious mind, goes and put positive suggestions into the subconscious mind, where it accepts it and starts creating it as a reality. So once you retrain your mind to say, I enjoy exercise, and start living the benefits of it, you will retrain your mind. And which brings me to another point that's really important. That's that the mind will do more to avoid pain than it will to gain pleasure. And let me explain this a little bit. If in your mind the thoughts of working out are painful, then you won't do it, or you won't last. But when being where you are becomes painful and you now want to avoid that pain, you will move out of it, and you will accomplish your goals.
Yeah, the pain part hasn't actually had a lasting enough effect on me.
That's
Uh,
right.
and that's, I think, one of the reasons why the idea of hypnosis about
Mhm.
reprogramming that bad programming, getting rid of the bad, getting rid of the junk in the trunk, and putting in some good stuff. So that because
I like that.
yeah, get rid of the junk in the trunk because if I just rely on the programming that I have right now in my own brain, it's willing to get fat. It says it's okay to be, don't exercise, man. You don't want to do that. You're going to get all sweaty. You're going to have another shower. There's 101 reasons why I don't want to
Yeah.
do it.
It's going to hurt. I'm going to make myself stiff. I'm going to have to buy equipment. I'm going to have to, yes. And that is where we retrain your thinking. And that's where self-hypnosis and meditation really come into place.
So
And
Arvin,
it happens.
if a person gets now I understand you've got a program that helps people want to actually want to get out and exercise
Yes.
willfully, really in their heart of hearts, actually want to do that stuff that they've always not wanted to do, so that they don't have to struggle with sticking with an exercise plan because they actually want to do the exercise. I think that's the biggest thing is when you're like if it's just willpower alone. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to exercise. Eventually, the willpower wears out, and then you just don't want to do it, right?
Willpower alone doesn't work very well. Whether you're quitting smoking, losing weight, exercising, whatever you want to do, trying to use willpower, it probably won't have a lasting effect.
So I can
And
get your program. I can. What is it? Audios? Is it? I'm listening to audios. What?
there's
What?
there's there's audios, there's self-hypnosis audios, there's PDF for you to read, and there's also a video on EFT or tapping. I include this with every one of my programs because tapping is an excellent, powerful technique to help you. So there's also in every one of my programs, there's a video on EFT or tapping to help you.
So how hard is it to use this stuff that you've created, Arvin? So if I want to, am I going to spend hours and hours listening to
No.
audios and trying to change myself, or like, is it how painless?
If you spend 10 minutes a day, which everybody wastes 10 minutes, you spend 10 minutes a day trying improving yourself, you will see success. You will see results. Now, the one audio is a self-hypnosis to play while you go to sleep. So it reprograms your mind while you're sleeping. Now, so you take absolutely no time out of your day at all because you're going to sleep anyway. All you got to do is push play on the recorder and do the rest. When you say how much work is involved, really, I've done all the work for you. I've done all the research, and I've done the programs. And I put them together. So all you have to do is just put them on and listen to them.
And I'm not going to listen to this tonight and then tomorrow go, I'm going to just be Arnold Schwarzenegger today. It's kind of a gradual thing, isn't it? He's just slowly, you just feel more inclined to want to do stuff.
It is. And all you do is you allow it to happen. You allow the exercises to work for you. And you don't even have to really believe it, but you just don't disbelieve it. Just allow your beliefs to be set aside for a period of time and let these techniques work for you, because they will. And there's a 100% money back guarantee on all of my programs, that if you aren't satisfied within 60 days, contact me. I'll refund all of your money. That's how confident I am that all these programs work.
Well, Arvin, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of eager here to turn over a new exercise leaf. And honey, I'm not the same person anymore. I'm changed. I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to stick to it this time. I will. Good deal, Arvin. Thank you very much for sharing about your increased. What's the program called again? Increased desired exercise.
Yes.
Okay, and they can get to it on we've got the link on the bottom of the page here, easyselfcontrol.com, and then just go to where it says, what is it, 30-day programs?
30-day programs, and you'll see the other programs that are there as well.
Okay, good deal. Well, thank you very much, Arvin.
Thank you, Chuck.